Hey yo, what's good, y'all? It is Thursday night, and that means you are hanging with Bobby G and Wildcard Mar of the Audible Sports Podcast. But tonight, it is the Thursday night postgame show presented by the Audible Sports Podcast, where sports meets life and culture. I said that completely wrong, didn't I? Yeah, it don't matter.
It don't matter, bro.
What's happening, bro? How's your Thursday night going?
Oh man, not too shabby, not too shabby. My heart hurts a little bit. My Royals got eliminated. But yeah, man, we gave the Yankees a good fight, but they pulled through when it mattered most. But yeah, man, it's okay, man. Um, Other than that, we got a solid football game tonight. It wasn't too bad.
Yeah, it was looking like it was about to go. It was like it's almost like Marlowe stepped in. It's like you want it to be one way, don't you?
Yeah.
But it's the other way. Yeah, Seattle was able to make a game of that thing good because next week I'm afraid to look ahead of next week. We'll get into that later. Anywho, we appreciate y'all for staying up with us and hanging in there tough. Y'all know what we do. We're gonna talk about tonight's game. We'll also give you our picks going into week 6 of this regular season. Week 6 already, man. It's crazy. Man, football season takes so long to get here. It goes by so quick.
Wow.
Like, it's just so crazy. And, of course, we'll give you our weekly top 10 / power rankings. Whatever you want to call it. You know, we stand on it. It's a name brand. And I stand on it.
Like Pepsi.
But, man, what was your favorite part of the game?
Oh man, seeing the actual George Kittle made a great touchdown on that side of the end zone.
He
Was
did.
able to get down and seeing him and Juszczyk go celebrate with their wives, that was quite humorous. And then when he got into the end zone, that was kind of some of the things that I thought was pretty dope to see. Other than that, man, you really didn't get too much from tonight's game. I thought the Seahawks had some missed opportunities, man. They really shot themselves in the foot tonight, man.
Yeah. Yeah, that's quite. First of all, let me say I'm disappointed in Seattle fans. How did Miss Kittle and Miss Juszczyk get them seats? How did they get a box on the field? What are y'all doing? Because if this game was in Kansas City, they ass would have been up sitting on top of the scoreboard somewhere.
Hey,
but
get him out.
Oh man, what is going on? Oh, there we go. Bing got our checking in. Big Ron, what's happening, Brody? See you out there. We're gonna talk about your Falcons a little bit later. But I'm gonna tell you, actually, this might have been Ron's favorite part of the game. So I asked you my favorite part of the game. Well, actually, wasn't my favorite part of the game. You know, Miss Square or Miss G may be listening, but most of America's favorite part in the game, I believe, was this right here. There was a Levi commercial, and oh boy.
Oh wait, hold on. You just not seeing this?
Yeah, it's the first time seeing it.
Oh no, I saw it.
I don't watch much commercialized television. Put it like that. I don't watch too many commercials.
Yeah, I had seen that a couple of days ago. I almost lost my damn mind. I ain't the biggest Beyonce fan, but I saw that commercial. I said, "Lord."
Yeah, that was probably I'm gonna go ahead and say 65% of America's favorite part of the game. Yeah, Levi, keep doing your thing. Shout out to Amazon Prime. You know, getting their their revenue back that they spent to host these games. But yeah, shout out to Beyonce. Jay, how'd you let that happen, man? How did you let that happen? You actually let Beyonce strip in a commercial. Good God, what is going on with the Black Power couple, man? What's going on? Check that. As soon as you get home, check that, Jay. I need you to be on it.
Nah, he saw that. He saw that check. He's like, "Hey, yo, B, what's that check for you stripping, taking your jeans off on that commercial?" Oh, that one. Okay.
But yeah, tonight's game looked like it was headed one way. Seattle came back and made it another. But I mean, the main difference to me is that you lost by 12 points. San Francisco had 12 points off of 3 Seattle turnovers. There's your football game, folks. Simple as that. You can't turn the ball over, and if you do, you definitely can't give up points. But shout out to the defense for at least giving up, I guess, what you could call the minimum off of those turnovers. Um, but I don't know what's going. The Seattle's, that was one of my surprise teams coming into the season. They held me down for 3 weeks, but the last 3 weeks, 3 games skid. In all 3 of those games, they've attempted over 50 passes, and we know that's just not their game. Historically, that's not what kind of team they are. Even if you want to go back to the Legion of Boom days, it started off with the run game, run game and defense. That's who you are. You got one of the better running backs in the league, and we all know Geno, for the most part, isn't that type of quarterback that you want to hang the game on. So, what is going on in Seattle? What's the issue? What do they need to fix? What's your thoughts? Shout out to Brock.
I mean, I think it's a couple of things. They gotta find a way to get that run game going. That's been missing, like you said. That's part of their, DNA, especially with Pete Carroll.
Yeah.
That's part of it. I also think that, hey, you look at the, their injury report. A lot of their key players on defense were hurt too. I'm not making an excuse for them, but I mean, that makes it when it comes to their play calling. Look at how their defense, was looking, for the first couple of weeks of this season, and how it's been looking lately. It looks totally different. Because Woolen, Rick Woolen, probably one of the underrated top corners in the league. He's out. That makes a difference. Say what you want. That makes a difference. So I mean, it's they're dealing with injuries at the wrong time, and they're also just. I think they're still trying to find their identity a little bit. McDonald, he's a first-year coach. Came out the gates, on a high, but now reality has kind of smacked him in the face. So it's like, what are you gonna do now? So lucky for them. They got 14, how many games left? About 12 more games left, 11 more games to fix it and get it rectified. So this loss,
they need more help around you. He can't be your team so point. He's more of a Nick Foles type. Put the right people around him, and he won't F it up. That's fair points.
Well, you're not wrong, Ron, but I don't think the wide receiver and the tight ends and the running backs, what he has around him is not the issue. It's how they're using them.
True.
If you look at what they got and the wide receiver with Jackson Smith, Lockett, and DK Metcalf, I mean, that's a solid wide receiver room. Kenneth Walker III is a solid running back. Noah Fant is a decent tight end. It's what are they doing in the actual play calling and the scheming of things to get these guys the football, and what are they doing to help Geno? I mean,
and protection. He didn't get he got credit with 1 sack at the end of the game, but
he was on the practice.
Nick Bosa lived in the backfield.
Yeah, I mean that offensive line ain't that great, when it comes to actually blocking, and then when you're not great at blocking. And then all you're doing is dropping back and putting them in pass protection. Come on, that's silliness. That's foolishness. So they gotta do better with the play calling. I think it's small things for them to fix. Other than that is you could deal with injuries. This is the NFL. You're supposed to be able to deal with injuries. That's not the issue. That's why you got 53 guys on a roster. It's literally them, making smart decisions on trying to, how to utilize what you got. So,
I agree with that. Coaching is a part of the formula. Maybe they need some new leadership around there with a new vision. Well, I mean, they already got a new coach. It's their first year coach. Remember, Pete Carroll is up in the GM's office now.
Yeah, he
So
gone.
I mean, in theory, yeah, you got that new voice. I'm gonna take it here. Let me look at what they got going on. Cause look, they started out. Let me say, yeah, they came out of the gate fast. Put it like that. But your wins were, and rightfully so, everybody criticized. Your wins were against the Broncos, the Patriots, the Dolphins. Uh, with the exception of the Giants, you play two real teams now. The Lions and 49ers, you lost both of those games. Could it just be a case of um, the competition? Like they're not ready to take that leap into, that next tier of teams. Like I said, I wouldn't call them a Super Bowl contender. I had them as a surprise team, but I still wouldn't put them in the category of the Lions, the 49ers when healthy, the Chiefs. You know what I mean? I
Oh
would put
no.
them as a playoff contending team.
Yeah, yeah.
Could it be that they're just not ready for that next level of competition?
I mean, let's be honest. I mean, I thought that was as high as I thought most people saw them was a wild card, playoff type
Did they
caliber
get a
team.
new OC?
I
Yeah,
believe
I
so.
mean, because he brought in his whole staff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As far as I know, this was as a legit. Um, Everybody wasn't really thinking that they was a Super Bowl contender team. I thought they would, contend at least be competition for the 49ers in the West
Right.
and that's about it, and probably compete for a wild card spot. I wasn't thinking that they would, do much past that. Um, but I mean, it's. I mean, you lose it to the Giants. I mean, this is what we're talking about. Yeah, I mean, I don't. I mean, we just got to be real. Top tier competing teams don't lose to a team like the Giants the way they did last week. Uh, I,
True.
I,
Well,
I,
yeah, I can't even say nothing about that.
no, I mean, it's, when you are an elite NFL team, you don't lose to a team like the Giants, who are literally, floundering like fishes on the banks of a beach trying to find water. I mean,
I
you
put it
just
at
don't.
home. You don't do it at home.
Oh, especially not at home.
Yeah, you don't do it at home.
At home, no. I mean, it's they got kinks to work out. I, I didn't expect them to really do much with the 49ers today. I really didn't. I mean, Brock Purdy's now 6-0 against them, including playoffs.
Yeah,
There were times where Seattle was dominating this rivalry. I don't
yeah,
necessarily see that as the case anymore. It's just not like that.
yeah. And I tell you, you say they got kinks to work out. I give you one of those kinks. They had 9 penalties for 69 yards, including
Took one off.
one that took a touchdown off the board. That I mean, they eventually went down and got a touchdown on that drive, but you're talking about that would have put that would have put 2 more minutes on the clock.
Mm-hmm.
That could have changed the complexion of the game, having those extra 2 minutes. So yeah, shot themselves in the foot a lot. Especially, and we're talking about the offensive line. Look, they had a play there at the end of the game. Your left tackle and left guard didn't even get off the ball on time. Like the snap there, and they're still in 3-point stance. Fortunately for them, Gino got the ball again. He avoided the sack on that play, and then, just missing assignments. Like on defense, you got the touchdown. It's under 2 minutes. You got 3 timeouts. You know exactly what needs to be done. You know exactly what the Niners are going to do. They're going to run the football, try and make you use the timeouts. And you come out on 1st and 10 and allow a 70-yard run. Like, and first, dude scored a touchdown. They got timeouts left. Like, you're not being a team player. Scored a damn touchdown and make it a double-digit game. Like, thinking like you're trying to be the smartest person in the room. You weren't. You just gave Kyle. You just gave Juszczyk a touchdown. So now when he goes to negotiate that next deal, guess what? He's got more touchdowns than you. But back to defense. Like, you can't allow that type of play on 1st down when you need to get a stop. It's just yeah. So things like that. Uh, hopefully they can get it fixed, man. Y'all know how we do. That forecast time for the Seahawks. 3 straight losses already. Um, your next 6 are looking. Now you got to go to Atlanta next week. Uh, then you got Buffalo coming in. Then you got the Rams. Then you got the Niners again. Uh, Followed by the Cardinals and the Jets. 2 at the end. I don't see a problem with. I mean, mind the Jets. That is a East Coast trip.
Cardinals ain't being scared of nobody, dog. Oh no, man.
I mean, but they ain't playing. I mean, like that wore off.
Okay,
well, but to be fair, it's a division game, so anything can happen.
Last week, then when they did the same thing,
true.
True. I mean, it's and just like you said, it's division. I when it comes to these division games with these Cardinals this year, I can't write them off like I used to. They didn't already make me eat crow about 2-3 times this year already. I can't do it no more.
True, I give you that. But with the exception of those last 2 compared to the first 4, I mean, and the Jets question, that is a East Coast trip, so that's a long flight. But yeah, at Atlanta, home for Buffalo, home for the Rams, at San Fran. You can't come out of that less than 2-2. You can't, or you're putting yourself in a real situation because you're ending the season with some, and you got Green Bay, the Vikings, Rams again. Like, yeah, you're setting yourself up for a bad run late in the year if you come out. If you come out like out of those 4, not even counting the last 2, if you come out like 1-3 or 0-4 out of those 4, yeah, you're putting yourself in a bad situation. So.
I agree with you because there's nothing cupcake on that rest of that schedule, man. Yeah.
Nah. But, Gino, man, got to see the field better. That last pick he threw.
Oh yeah, that was bad.
Yeah, DB just straight cut that off, man. That's my personal nickname for DK Metcalf is the T2000. Is that you lead him by 10 yards. You don't lead him by like 2 or 3 yards. You lead him by 10 and let him run into that thing. Pause. But But and then he threw a couple of bad passes. I mean, the one, was it underthrown? Or did DK not try and come back and get it? It's debatable. You could call it either way. But point being, when you guys clearly behind the defense, man, you got to put everything you have behind that throw. To me, but yeah, it's just missed opportunity after missed opportunity for Seattle, and yeah, I hope they get it together sooner rather than later, man. I'm counting on you, man. A lot of things going wrong for me this season. Don't add to my stress level, please, Seattle.
Don't add to my stress level.
But to the victor go the spoils. On the other side, 49ers needed this victory, like you said. The Cardinals woke them up last week. If they would have lost this game, you'd been talking about 2-4 for the defending conference champion. With CMC out, it could have been lethal for them going forward. Because next week you know who coming to town. You definitely would not have wanted to see them coming off two straight losses.
That would have been
bad. Yeah, that'd have been very bad. But they get one. McCaffrey, we'll see you when you see you. His backup went down. I don't know. We'll see what his status will be. But their third string, I mean, this team
don't look like it matters.
To me, yeah. I mean, remember before they had CMC, they were doing the running back by committee thing, so that's never been an issue. But the difference is, I don't know what happened. Before they got CMC, the 49ers were good. They were clearly the best team in the NFC. They looked like a well-oiled machine. Then you just add CMC to that. They look amazing. Now that CMC is out, you figure they would still just be the team how they looked before CMC got there, but they haven't. It looks like they got worse. Like now they don't know how to play without him. What's going on in San Francisco?
I mean, we can't fake the funk. CMC is such a dynamic player. Yeah, things are going to look different without him for sure. And then also, if you look at it from a defensive point of view, if I'm a D coordinator, kind of happy that he's not there because
Yeah.
that's less stress on me trying to game plan them because that kind of makes. I'm not saying it makes them one dimensional. What it does is it just doesn't make them as explosive as it used to because we got to also remember when you got CMC being so dynamic on both the running and the passing part of their offense, he opens up a lot of game that helps Debo, Ayuk, Kittle do their thing. Now you're relying on the play calling of Kyle Shanahan to open up Ayuk, Kittle, Debo, because that dynamic of CMC, knowing where he's at all times on the field and trying to figure out what he's about to do, that takes away that dynamic. That is the aspect that for sure that they're missing that mystery of on how do you a game plan for a Swiss Army knife and CMC and but I mean to me it at some point you can't have no more excuses though. I mean you're a highly paid wide receiver in Debo, you're a highly paid tight end in Kittle. You just got a big ass bag in Ayuk.
Yeah, that boy owed him some damn money back.
So eventually, we can't keep sitting here giving y'all the excuse that Christian ain't here. I got a lot of very highly paid individuals on that roster. At some point, you just gotta line up and play some damn football. I can't keep coming up every week on anything that I say and say, oh man, they miss Christian McCaffrey. He opens up a lot of things for them. I'm tired of saying that. Like y'all gotta, you get too much damn money to sit here and not play damn football. So I just think it's more, them trying to figure out how to operate without CMC. And just realize that I happen to be pretty good my damn self. Let me do Debo things, let me do IU things, let me do Kittle things, and you kind of saw some of that tonight as Kittle comes up with 2 tutties. So you kind of see some of it. So they just gotta get back to that and stop coming up with lame ass excuses on why they can't get shit popping. I mean, I get how dynamic CMC is, but damn it, like,
this Mr. Ayuk is going to make $25 million this year. It's not his base salary. His base salary is only $1 million, but the bonus from his extension, he will make $25 million this year. With that being said, Mr. Ayuk has had 2 catches for 28 yards, 4 catches for 43 yards, 5 catches for 48 yards, 2 catches for 48 yards, 8 catches for 147 against the Cardinals, but you lost. Has not scored a touchdown all season. And tonight he had another whopping 2 catches for 40-something yards. Two catches for 37 yards. I stand corrected. Also without a touchdown. That does not sound like a $30 million per year wide receiver to me.
Pop Warner stats,
I'm saying. I'm really saying. Jerry Jeudy, another one of my favorite wide receivers. At least has a touchdown on the season. As putrid as the Cleveland Browns offense is, Jerry Jeudy has more touchdowns than Brandon Ayuk this season, as it stands today. Mister IU, get your shit together, bro. You can't be out here popping up, making all this noise about who. Oh, I want to be traded. Oh, I want to play for this. Nope. I want the money. I just want San Francisco to give it to. Well, they gave you the money. Now go earn it.
Hey,
Like,
hey, 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 go do something, man.
yeah,
Shit.
Jesus Christ. Like, either earn your money or fake an injury. Do one of the two. I don't care which one, because I'm not a Niner fan. But you can't be out here getting paid completely healthy and putting up those numbers, sir. That is man. Apparently your team had like they could have got a runner. It could have got 2 or 3 running backs. They could have went out and got Derrick Henry. And guess what? CMC not being there wouldn't be a problem. But
Mm.
let's do that forecast. You know how we do. Look projecting the Niners. We know who they got next week.
Got to,
Yeah, you got the them Chiefs, the rematch coming in town. All eyes will be on that game. After that, you got the Cowboys, Buccaneers, Seahawks rematch, Packers and Buffalo. So your next 6. That's a gauntlet.
well,
That is a gauntlet. I list my at home for the Chiefs, at home for the Cowboys, visiting Tampa Bay, at home for the Seahawks, going to Lambeau, going to Buffalo. Yeah,
playoff
gauntlet.
teams.
Yeah. So yeah, this tonight's win, definitely much needed. You could not have gone in to face the Chiefs at 2-4. You definitely would have wanted to see that, and especially potentially facing the Cowboys at 2-5. So huge win tonight. You're feeling good. You get the what they call the mini bye because you get a couple extra days for that Chiefs game. Uh, Hopefully CMC is closer to being back because I mean I don't think it matters if he plays or not in that Chiefs game. That's these two teams that just hate each other so much. Injuries don't matter. It's gonna be a war. Who finishes the season stronger? We just heard the 49ers schedule what they got the next 6 weeks. We know what Seattle's got the next 6 weeks. They're both 3-3. Both 3-3. Tied, unfortunately tied for the division lead. Who finishes on top, man? The way things are looking right now, who can get their shit together and take this division?
I'm still riding with San Francisco.
Okay.
Even being without CMC, they still show that they can still run the ball, which
Yeah.
always goes well. Say what you want. It don't matter who's back there doing it. You can still tote the rock.
Yeah.
I still like their defense. They still got more, uh, I guess, consistent play on their defensive side. I'm not getting the consistency I want to see from Seattle's defense. You look like you're a good defense, then you're getting shredded, and then Giants ran the ball up and down your throat last week. So it's like, where's your consistency at on defense? Those are some of the things that I think are missing from them. I hate to say it, but San Francisco still looks more the complete team. Despite a couple of hiccups along their journey right now. The loss to Minnesota don't look so bad right now because
Right.
Minnesota's doing their thing. Maybe that loss against Cardinals kind of looks a little.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
But like you said, it's still a divisional matchup, so it's not too damaging against their mark. What was their other loss that they had? Crap.
Niners. They lost to everybody. Nah. They lost to the Rams.
Oh, Rams. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Blew that lead.
Blew that lead. I think that was more, even though that's a divisional game, I think that was still more damaging because you literally just collapsed.
Yeah.
Uh, so they got a couple of moments in here where you're like, they don't look so 49er-ish, but and then they come out tonight and then they say, nah, we still got, you know, flashes of NFC champion 49ers still in us. So I could trust them more than I do Seattle at this point. So I think they still got it.
All right, I wasn't gonna do it, but I'm gonna go for it. Hot take time.
Oh Lord.
San Francisco 49ers gonna miss the playoffs.
Ooh. Oh yeah. Ooh. Yeah. Ooh. Ooh. You do know this.
I'm gonna call it.
Hey, Bobby. You do know this is recorded and like people can
I
see
do.
this. Okay.
Yeah, I do.
I'm just making sure you
Hot take. I'm gonna say the San Francisco 49ers will miss the playoffs. There was
man.
a time and there was a trend. Remember, for a few years, I think it lasted about 5 seasons, where the team that lost the Super Bowl actually missed the playoffs the next season. I think the 49ers are gonna bring that trend back. Just the way it's looking right now, the way they're playing, and all things said, the San Francisco 49ers should be 1-5.
You're not wrong.
Right now, they should be 1-5.
And you're not wrong.
Best, at best 2-4. At best, 2-4. With this next stretch of games, even with CMC coming back, because remember, he's now got to play himself into game shape.
Mm-hmm. They got to get a rhythm too.
Absolutely, and with him coming back, he's an alert player. What I mean by that is he ain't just stepping on the field obscure. It's hey, CMC's in the game. We on that. He's going to be game planned for. Guys are going to test. They're going to test that injury.
Oh yeah,
he's gonna take some extra oomphs in them pile ups. You know what I'm saying? Like they're gonna be on him, and so him coming back, while it will have an effect, huh? Yeah, exactly. While it will bring some continuity to their offense, these other teams that you're going against, I'm gonna take away Seattle, like Kansas City, Cowboys, Buccaneers, Packers, Buffalo. Like these teams are like well-oiled machines right now.
Playoff teams definitely for sure.
Yeah, I mean they got everything going. The Packers, Jordan Love's been back for a few weeks now. You know they're getting plus. You're going to Lambeau Field, so you already know how I feel about Lambeau Field. So I'm not even giving. I'm not giving you no chance in that game. You're going to Buffalo, like
no, it is
right. The Cowboys, they're gonna get up for that game because I think the Cowboys believe you're going to lose to the Chiefs. I believe you believe you're going to lose to the Chiefs.
The Cowboys tired of losing to them boys too.
Right, and plus the Cowboys could be coming off their own. The Cowboys got Lions this week, so they could be coming off their own tough loss, and so that's gonna be, yeah, man. I think this 6-game stretch is really gonna hurt them. I see them coming out at best 2-4, which now puts you at 5-7. 5-7 coming to that, which means you would damn near have to run the table at the end of the year to make the playoffs, potentially. So yeah, I'm calling it, man. Hot take: San Francisco 49ers will miss the playoffs this season. Sorry, Bay fans. It's just how I feel. I stand on it. Get at me later. Remember, I'm a Cleveland Browns fan. I know bad football. Y'all ain't playing as bad as we are playing, but you ain't playing good.
I know what it looks like.
With that being said, it is that time of the episode. Actually, bing, 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 bing. Before we get into that, appreciate everybody being in the comments and tuning in. So before we get into our next thing, which is weekly top 10, please do me one single favor, and let's go ahead and follow the directions on your screen. Hit that like button. Subscribe if you're new. Turn your notifications on so you know the next time that we are here talking all things NFL, which is every Thursday after Thursday night football. Appreciate y'all. All right, with that being said, wrong button. Go ahead, get them weekly top tens ready. You surprised me, sir. Not gonna lie. I am not gonna lie.
Uh,
Who's
Niner friends
Niners
cry.
fans cry more. I've
Right.
heard the I, yeah, I got a couple friends that are Niner fans, but no comment. Yeah, peace, well, appreciate you tuning in. Uh, yeah, weekly top 10. You got the Broncos in there. That I'm not gonna lie, that I had to spit my soda out, man. I was not gonna lie
Trust me,
at
it hurt
all.
my heart to put them in there. I was
at
like,
at 3-2, the you snuck them in.
I snuck them in there, man. Look, we just got to be honest. Bo Nix, he's starting to play better. Is his numbers crazy? Is he playing like Jayden Daniels? No. What I do love is that he gave Sean Payton, hey man, I know I was right. Shut the hell up, you son of a bitch. You know he got in a little, little with him on the sideline, and he was like, bro, just have faith in me. You drafted me to be this guy. Let me be that guy. So he is starting to play a little bit better. Look like he's starting to figure things out a little bit. But we just got to talk about how good this damn defense has been good for
Mm,
Denver. And albeit, I get it. You look up who they're playing. They're not getting great wins over great, elite competition in the NFL. But
yeah,
this defense is starting to get real smothering, man. They're starting to get crazy. You want to talk about a hot take, uh, Chiefs fans? I know you might hate me for this. Uh, uh, they might get us in Denver. I don't know about Kansas City, but they might get us in Denver. Um, because they
fair.
that defense looks like they're not scared of nobody. They're willing to put it all on the line. PS2 Pat Surtain Jr.
Oh yeah,
Is the real deal. I mean, he might mess around, put his name in the running for defensive player of the year. The way he's been playing,
facts.
so and that's just, I mean, that's the only some of the factors that really made me put him in there. And that was pretty much it. I mean, their defense, I can admit, is pretty much carrying, but I will also give Bo Nix his credit as rookie to win his last three in a row and slowly look like he's getting better. I almost put Chicago in that bitch too, and I hate to say it, I'm not the biggest Caleb Williams fans, but he's slowly been starting to slowly figure things out. Albeit some of the competition hasn't been great, but just calling it
Right.
what it is, man. There's some teams that's starting to get it together, man.
Yeah, I just couldn't do it. They were on probably the bottom of my 3-2 teams. And we see, and guys, we see looking at the screen, you see two teams highlighted in orange, and those are our spotlight teams of the week. You wanted to highlight the Lions, man. Go ahead, give us a few words on what you think about the Lions so far.
No, real deal. I know Jared Goff kind of gets a lot of flack. Is he the guy? Is he not the guy? I believe he's the perfect guy for Detroit. He
Okay.
is. You know, is he going to be on all the time? No, but I'm willing to bet that 95% of the time, 90% of the time, he's going to be on with Ben Johnson. That offense is still explosive. They can hit you anywhere. You see Jamison Williams starting to come in a little bit more into the fold. Jameer Gibbs as well. You still got your Thor and David Montgomery. You got a wide receiver in Amon St. Brown that is pretty much run any route, catch any football. Uh, I mean, this is even with Sam Laporta, who had a great rookie season last year, pretty much has kind of been non-existent so far. So wait till he gets 100% healthy. They start folding him into the offensive scheme. And hell, the offensive line is led by Penei Sewell, has been doing their damn thing. The defense, hey, say what you want.
Mm,
they starting to fix that backhand. They're starting to fix that secondary, which was kind of been their Achilles heel. Arnold, who they got. They even drafted my guy from Missouri, Birkinshaw. I'm probably mispronounced his last name, but he's even made some plays. Carlton Davis.
Mm,
They they've drafted, uh, spent money. So they directly went after things that were some of their issues, which was the secondary. Uh, I mean, if you're talking about a team in the NFC right now, to me, that looks like that team in the NFC, I would have to lean towards the Lions. Uh, you know, uh, uh, you know, past couple of years, we would easily say it was the 49ers. I can't really say that this year.
right.
Um, when I look at the Lions, I look at that team and I'm like, okay, yeah. And it's, I get it. The Vikings are still undefeated, 5-0, going into the bye. Good for them.
Mm.
Do not be surprised when they meet up against them Detroit Lions. They catch a L. Do not be surprised. I just think the Lions are just they're starting to formulate a Super Bowl winning type of franchise right now. And
Mm.
I thought I'd never say that in my lifetime. I mean, you can attest to this, Bobby. As long as we've been alive on this earth, right, the Lions have been putrid and losers. All right, as a
Yeah,
franchise.
they are the
Um,
NFC Browns.
yes, I think they're starting to shed that moniker. I think they're really starting to shed that
Yeah.
uh, we always lose type of
Mm.
situation. The fact that they went to the NFC Championship game last year and they should have won it, and if we're really being frank about it, should have won it. Should have been in that Super Bowl against the Chiefs. Um, I think they get it done this year. I think they're in the Super Bowl this year.
Uh,
Hey, they look good, man.
yeah.
And then the all black uniforms, real drippy. I loved it. I thought they
Fire.
were yeah, I thought they were real dope. So
Yeah.
yeah, no, Lions aren't no joke. And I get it. I don't have them as number one, but I can't put them ahead of two undefeated teams who are last in the NFL right now.
Right. Totally
But
understandable.
if you put them up 1-1 against the Vikings, I would lean towards the Lions in that situation. I would still even give them, I would take the under for sure if they were playing the Chiefs. I would take that plus sign by their name because I think that Vegas will put the Chiefs as a favorite, but I would take that plus with the Lions. Hey, the Lions are legit, man.
Hey, I believe you.
Yeah, they're absolutely legit.
For me, my spotlight team of the week. I hate to do it. I mean, it's the Baltimore Ravens.
Mm,
Uh, Quiet as kept. I mean, they're 3-2 on the season, 3 straight wins. We all saw the come from behind victory last week against the Bengals on the road. Um, Quiet as kept, the Ravens could easily be 5-0.
mhm.
It just is what it is. Like we saw them lose by a pinky toe
Yeah.
to the Chiefs on opening weekend, and of course they gave away the Raiders game. Like they
Hmm.
legit should have won that game. They gave that one away. They rebounded with victories over the Cowboys, blew the Bills out of the water,
Sure
and
did.
of course the comfort behind victory against your division rival, against Joe Burrow, forcing him into some turnovers. Uh, they finally figured out how to use uh, Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry together.
Sure
The
did.
last two games, Derrick Henry almost has 300 yards rushing in the last 2 games. Combine that with the fact the last game they almost did something I don't think that they've done since maybe the hell ever. maybe Flacco days. They almost had a 300-yard passer, 100-yard rusher, and 100-yard receiver in the same game.
Mm,
Zay Jones had 111. Derrick Henry just 92 yards, so he missed 100 by 8 yards. Lamar Jackson had 341 and 4 touchdowns.
mm.
Uh, yeah, they are. You talk about a team that just it didn't. and it's not that they even looked like bad. They just
Mm-hmm.
it looked like they looked like the Miami Heat first season.
Mm.
That was just like you're looking at like they're good, but how long is it gonna take them to really figure things? What it took them one loss. They lost to the Raiders, and they went to the locker room and had to come to the Jesus moment because they haven't looked the same since.
Mm.
They've looked like. Yeah, I know the Chiefs are undefeated, but like right now, the Ravens look like the best team in the AFC.
Hey, trust. Oh, you would get no disagreement with that sentiment. I just think, yeah.
Yeah, like Derrick Henry is looking like rejuvenated. He's looking like King Henry again. Lamar
Mm-hmm.
Jackson looks like he may win back-to-back MVPs. Uh, their defense. I know they gave up 30 points against the Bengals, but the Bengals all they do is win. No, all they do is score. They might not win every game, but the Bengals gonna put 30 something on you every week. So I mean that's what they do. But the defense, look at the game they played against Cowboys, look at the game they played against Buffalo.
Yeah.
Uh, Kyle Hamilton. What can I say about this dude? Uh, One of the best young safety in the league. Go ahead and say that. Matter of fact, I just took him second overall in my Madden draft
Mm.
to user. That dude can play.
I
Uh,
like his game is nice.
yeah, he just makes it look so effort. Of he reminds me of Rod Woodson when Rod Woodson first started playing safety.
I get what you say.
Yeah,
I
like not as a
totally get.
corner, but when Rod Woodson converted to safety,
Mhm.
like his IQ is off the charts for such a young player. Just a smoothness to his game. He's never like out. He's never completely out of position. Even though he may not be in the right position, he's never completely out of position. It's I could this dude could just play. Like Baltimore and Pittsburgh have this thing of just drafting guys that are like there's a Steeler guy and there's a Ravens guy. Like
Yeah.
he's one of them. Like I couldn't see him being anything other than a Raven. So, but and just projecting ahead, like I say, we do it like the Ravens have a chance to put all eyes on them the next couple of weeks. This week, they get that. We've been hearing this all week. Hey, Jane Daniels, man, he's the second best running QB to Lamar Jackson. Well, there's this saying, people. Everybody thinks they Billy Badass until they run into Billy
Really.
Badass. Yeah, they about to see Lamar Jackson for real. It ain't practice. It ain't practice. It ain't the practice score. You're about to see Lamar Jackson, and we're gonna see Jay Daniels really don't look nothing like Lamar Jackson. Just let's let him be a rookie. Let's let him develop, take his time. This will probably be the best defense he's faced, and we all
Mhm.
know how the Ravens traditionally make rookie quarterbacks look. Now, I'm not saying the dude's gonna have a horrible game. All I'm saying is his game this week might look a little bit different because Marlon Humphrey, Kyle Hamilton, Matabuki, like these dudes do not take rookies lightly. They're not. While I'm thinking, oh, it's a cakewalk, they're not thinking it's a cakewalk. They're ready to introduce this dude to the NFL. And the weakness on the strength of the Commanders' defense actually might be their defensive line. The only problem with that is your weakness is the secondary. And Lamar Jackson's been him and Flowers have been on the same page lately. Uh, so yeah, it could be a long night there for the Commanders, and then you follow that up. They play another team that's been on their put everybody's antenna up. They play the Buccaneers. So over the next 2 weeks, they got an opportunity to put the NFL on notice that we're here, we're for real, and Kansas City, just keep your eye on the road ahead, but make sure you got one eye on that rear view.
Oh no. Hey, the Chiefs were very beneficial for getting the Ravens in week one.
Oh yeah,
They were,
right now. Don't nobody want to play them. Unfortunately, they play my Browns in 3 weeks. I'm gonna take football off that week. So yeah, but yeah, y'all see it, man. Let us know where we went right, where we went wrong. Give us your the top tens, man. Hit us up on social. We're interactive. We're not bullies. We respect everybody's opinions.
my man said, I'm taking that week off.
Yeah, I ain't gonna have time for football that weekend, man. Like
Got it.
I it's oh man. I swear, this season has taken me to this is the closest I've ever been. It was second closest I've ever been in my life to picking another team. And the only other time was obviously when the Browns relocated, and I didn't know if football was going to be coming back, so I thought about, you know, following the team wherever they went. But they was like, "Hey, we getting the team back." I was like, "Okay, I'll stay a Browns fan." So, but yeah, this season it's been tough.
Say, nah, this shit right here, dog.
Yeah, and we still got some blowouts coming. We still got to play the Chiefs and the Ravens, the Chiefs and the Ravens,
Mm.
and the Dolphins. We know what the Dolphins do to bad teams. They put 70 on them. If they come up into Cleveland in December and hang 60 points on us, if that happens, I am picking a new team. I'm putting it on record. If the Miami Dolphins come up to Cleveland and put 60 on the Browns,
Yeah, Deshaun gonna
I'm
give him
pick,
30 by himself.
I'm pick, I'm picking a new team that day. As soon as that game is over.
Hey, man.
Yeah, this has been a soul. Cause it has, man. It just it just got awful. We're the worst team in the NFL. I should have put it in asterisk under there. Number 32, Browns. That's what I should have did.
Mm.
Yeah, we are last in every significant offensive category. I've never seen that happen from a football team. Even bad, every bad team is at least good at something.
Mm.
Not us. And to be just 1 year removed from the playoffs, like it's baffling, man. This is just baffling. We are we're so, but yeah, and hopefully I came up with a plan. I put it out on Twitter. Hopefully they take that advice, because that's all I'm about that life right now. If the season finishes where it is, I've seen teams turn it around, so I'm not gonna say my team can't, but it ain't looking good. It ain't looking good.
Damn, bro. I feel that hurting your soul right now, bro.
It's man, it's so I've never not enjoyed watching football so much in my life.
He said, I've never not enjoyed.
Like we went 0-16. We went 0-16,
Damn, bro.
and I watched the games not even with confidence, but we were competing. Like we were 0-16, but we didn't. I think we got blown out maybe twice, and that was like Baltimore blew us out and Pittsburgh blew us out. It was like expected. They did it every year, but against teams not in our division, we were competitive.
Mm.
And that bad in the O line is a tattered shove. Yeah, pull that back up. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
If y'all get healthy, man, I think I don't know.
But it's gonna be
Oh,
too either way. It'd be too little, too late. Like
I was about to say it might be a little bit too late.
yeah,
'Cause,
and that's our best case. Let's say the only shining light of this season is at least we have our own first round draft pick this year. We
yeah,
have that going. So
it must suck that Kareem Hunt looked pretty good last game for the Chiefs. Knowing y'all just let him walk out the door, that kind of hurts. And
yeah, it
shit like
does.
hurt.
But I'm not as mad because at least it's with the Chiefs. At least he ain't down in Jacksonville getting it done, or like with the Jets. I can handle the Chiefs because that's where it started, so I can handle that.
Yeah, but if you went to like Pittsburgh or
Oh Lord, like nah, you couldn't be in
Cincinnati,
Pittsburgh getting it done.
Baltimore,
No,
that ain't
Ooh.
had a your heart, dog.
nah. No. We're gonna keep it moving, but Bourbon man, go ahead, hit that like button, subscribe if you're new, turn your notifications on. I don't even want to put this up, but I have to. Yeah, last week, boy, last
You get for your
boy,
dog. You get bad for your dog.
man, five. Yeah, last week was just it was last week. um, yeah, 5-9. You were the exact opposite. You were 9-5 to take a commanding 4-game lead on the season. A lot of teams letting down. Seahawks. That was probably the most disappointing. Yeah, a lot of letdown, but there was some good games. That Bills Texans game, very entertaining. Turned out to be a good one. The Steelers Cowboys game. That was a tremendous game for Sunday night. The Chiefs game up until Derek Carr got hurt. I think had Derek Carr finished the game, that might have been a different game in itself. That was turning out to be a good one, but
Mm-hmm.
either war, yeah, I sucked last week. I was the Browns of picks last week.
Yeah, you was still holding out hope on your squad.
I'm not picking them again for the rest of the season. I'm done with that. If I'm wrong, I will happily be wrong, but I'm not picking them again for the rest of the season.
All right,
Unless it's not even if they have an inter squad scrimmage. I'm gonna pick a tie. It's gonna be a tie. They damn sure ain't gonna win it. The orange and brown game. I'm not picking orange or brown. It's a tie.
Damn.
Y'all see what it is. I'm 40-38, 2 games over 500 on the season. The bar got a nice cushion, 44-34.
It's in the inter squad scrimmage. I want to pick up. That's wild, dog. That's crazy. God damn. They fucking up my man's whole everything.
Yeah. My whole woo size.
Your chi off. Your
Chi, yeah, my chi, equilibrium, all of it. Damn Browns.
God damn.
All right, but this week we started new, so I'm gonna try and make up some games this week. And we take it one week at a time. Not looking good already.
Already? Oh,
already.
Upset, huh?
Yeah. Well, we're upset, man. They at home. 49ers banged up. They coming off an L. It's not looking good.
You must not have got the memo that Brock owns them motherfuckers, bro. You must not have got that memo. Yeah, who's your daddy? Brock.
But seeing that just goes to show, people that watch, hey, we are honest, because I could change this shit before we go live. Be right every time. But we are upstanding dudes here at Audible.
Twisted, I thought about changing that motherfucker. That's crazy.
That's not how we do things, though. That'd be the greatest Thursday night football picker ever. But tonight's game is what it is. 49ers come out with a victory, 36-24. And it's to Sunday. We've got Jacksonville going to Chicago, take on the Bears. The Bears, wouldn't call them hot, but they're playing better football than they started. looking to be more competent. Jacksonville, I still think the season is over. I
Oh
don't
yeah,
care if they did win last week.
it's still over.
Yeah,
They get more wins in London than they do in Jacksonville. So
I'm saying like they need to go ahead and make it official and just move over there.
go ahead and move on over.
Yeah, but even though that game that's neutral, that's their home. Uh, I'm gonna go with the Bears. I just got a feeling.
Nah, I feel you. And I would have went with the Bears because they're starting to get their mojo, especially on offense.
Mm.
Like I said, I got to give Caleb Williams his credit. Offensive line has been blocking better, but hey, when you're in, AKA Jacksonville, AKA London, their second home. Jaguars, they tend to handle business over there at their second home, so that's why I went to the Jags. They're feeling themselves coming off their first win
Yeah.
last week. So, and then of course, here we got the bowl of the Beltway,
Mm.
DMV Bowl. We got
Yeah. There you go.
Commanders, Baltimore, Jayden Daniels, Lamar Jackson. I love what the Commanders are doing. Definitely one of the better surprises so far in the season. But yeah, man, this is a different animal right now. This is a whole different animal. I think things tend to change when you thought you had a plan until you get hit in the mouth. In the mouth. I'm going
Yeah.
with Baltimore. Yeah, I'm definitely going with Baltimore on this one.
Same. They say Baltimore has a chance to send a message, and I think that message is gonna be sent. The talk of the last 2 or 3 weeks has been Jayden Daniels, and uh, Chocolate City belonged to Lamar
Mm.
until about 3 weeks ago, and he what's that Roy Jones Jr. song? Y'all must have forgot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah. And I would love to say that it started the season, but it didn't. It started in the off season. I can't hate on the guy. He put the work in. He came into the season back at his rookie weight. So he put the work in the off season to improve, and it's showing on the field. And no matter what you think about the guy as a quarterback, I personally think he's the best football player in the NFL. I do not think he's the best quarterback, but he is one of the best leaders in the NFL. The guys in that locker room respect him, and they would run through a wall for him. And I think that's what they're gonna do Sunday. They're gonna get it done against the Commanders. They're gonna shut up all this Jayden Daniels noise and remind him, you're still a rookie, dog. You got some time. I got 2 MVPs on my shelf, and I'm trying to add a Super Bowl to it. So just you're gonna have your moment, but right now, the city is mine. So give me Baltimore. Dad, we got the Cardinals going out to Lambeau to take on the Packers. Easy breezy. Even though in Arizona, they decide who you want to be. Cardinals. Are you the competitive, scrappy team that we saw the first couple weeks of the season, or are you just the Arizona Cardinals like you showed us in between that and last week's win against the Niners? Like who are you? Pick one. Pick one. You want to be good or you want to be bad? You want to go to jail? Or you want to go home? Like, pick one.
Go to jail and you want to go. It's wild.
Please. Pick one.
Yeah, this
But
man probably is so tonight. Hey, but you got a point. Like, what's it gonna be?
yeah,
Like, I don't know which week it is. I can't I be going back and forth. I called you. I started the season calling you a scrappy, crappy team. Then I had to take the crap off, and then I had to put it back on, and then I had to take it off. So y'all still scrappy regardless. But I don't know if y'all want crappy or not. One week crappy or not the next week. So hey man, what it gonna be?
you know what I'm saying. But I know who the Green Bay Packers are, especially at home, so I'm going with Green Bay.
Facts. So that's the same thing. Definitely got to roll with Green Bay in this situation. Jordan Love starting to look like he's starting to get back in his groove. I
Mm.
know he had, I know he had a game where they had a couple of interceptions, but I just think my guy is starting to get back into yeah, yeah, yeah. We here, yeah, we back. Jay Love's back in the building. Let's get it popping. Starting to play with some more confidence. Yeah, give me Packers on this one, and then as we get to the next fight, the next match, I should say. Uh,
Might be a fight.
Yeah, it might be a fight for real because this one might get ugly. You got obviously Texans coming off a win over Buffalo. They got to go to New England. Uh, hey, you get to Drake May. He gets his first start. It's going to be a
I'm
rough
not
one.
a fan. I'm not a fan of that.
I mean, hey, look, I understand what they're trying to do. They're trying to spark something because the
Yeah.
offense has been dead. Is non-existent. But the problem that I have is I don't know if I would have started them against the Houston Texans, who actually have a good defense that's going to make it look real bad for your rookie. And D'Amico Ryans is a good, play caller when it comes to defense. I didn't understand Gerard Mayo making this choice this week. I would have stuck one more week with Jacoby Brissett, and probably went next week or whoever it is. I wouldn't have started them against the Texans. I wouldn't. But here we are. It's going to look bad. But I will say this: I need to see what offensively what Houston is going to do. Nico Collins just hit IR, so he's definitely out for the next 4 weeks, 4 games, for
Mm-hmm.
sure. Really haven't seen much from Stephon Diggs since they acquired him. Uh, Tank Dale's coming off the injury from last year. Kind of haven't really seen him get full back into that connection him and CJ had last year. Uh, they got no running game. I don't know what's up with Houston's running game with all
Yeah.
the Joe Mixon gets hurt and then it disappears. Um, you did have a rookie.
People underestimate Joe. Joe Mixon is
No, he's
top
nice.
7 back in this league. Like,
I've always loved him. I've always loved him. Trust me. Ain't no bones about it. Seeing him in a Cincinnati uniform every year, of course, a little situation with him and them and the Chiefs. Yeah,
mm,
I trust. I'm glad he's not in. Well, you still see him, but yeah, no. Yeah, Houston's winning this one. I don't see how they don't. I'll be surprised if they don't win this at all for sure.
yeah, I'm on board with you. With all the things that they have going on, they're still just more talented than the Patriots. That is just what it is. Like I said, D'Amico Ryan's terrific head coach. I mean, Jared Mayo, I feel like he'll be a good head coach. But right now, he's not D'Amico. D'Amico's got a defense behind him. You got Will Anderson. Like I said, I'm with you. I don't like it. I wouldn't have started him. I would have. You see, you would have waited at least one more. I would have waited 3. You talking about Jacksonville sucks, but that defense is legit. I'm not playing them there, and of course, same with the Jets. The Jets not a good football team. They got turmoil going on there, but that Jets defense is real.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want to get this guy starting the confidence, I would have waited till Tennessee.
Yeah, and that's still
At
questionable
least,
because
yeah,
Tennessee's defense is actually pretty solid. So
yeah, that's the road. But at least that would have prepped him. I would have started. I would have picked Tennessee because that gives me a week. Even if you want to go for the money play, that gives you a week before you play the Bears. So that gives them like a warm up game before you play the Bears. Then you can have the big marketed top 3 picks going against each other game against Chicago.
yeah,
But yeah, he's about to face 3 really tough defenses who love to get after. I mean, if there's a strength on the Jaguars defense, it's the pass rush. Same with the
yeah.
Texans and the Jets. If it ain't the pass, they're second. I mean, Sauce gonna get you. I'm
Mm-hmm.
just calling it. Sauce gonna get him. So yeah, I don't like the play from the Patriots, but for that, yeah, I don't know what they maybe they're thinking just because it's a home game.
Mm.
I don't know. Maybe that was it, but
Hey,
it, yeah, there's better home games.
Gerard, defense travels. You know this.
Yeah, and it's not like you're saving your. It's like nobody had you guys winning the division or the Super Bowl or anything else. So it's like, what are you're not saving your season by putting them in there. Like, just wait.
Mm-mm.
Falcons win in the South. Yeah, we'll see what happens. Tampa ain't going away, bro. Yeah,
Shit.
let me tell you that. Ain't going
So,
away just because they lost that game.
so ain't. And
And who's that? Matter of fact, there it is right there. Tampa. Tampa going down to New Orleans. We're going
mm,
over. Um, which reminds me, I mean, this is going to Tampa, but, shout out to everybody trying to this hurricane. This hurricane is serious, man. It's a thoughts and prayers to everybody. Hoping everybody can get out safe. Hoping and uninjured, unharmed, uh, with as many things as you need as you could salvage. Because man, that's one situation I've never been in that I hope I never have to never been through a hurricane or a tornado or something like that. So I mean, I don't know what it feels like. I can't speak to it, but my thoughts and prayers to anybody who's going through it, and I hope everybody can be safe.
shit. Hey, love the kind words, but I'm being serious, man. Hey, if somebody tell me to evacuate, I'm gone. First of all,
Oh
I
yeah,
can't. I can't do it.
yeah,
Between the weird people, the weird animals, and the weird weather, I can't be paying that high ass insurance for that damn house and shit. Nah, I can't do
yeah.
it. I can't. I couldn't live in Florida, dog.
Nah.
You put it out, and then you come back to your home and a big old crocodile or alligator sitting in your living room. Nah, I'm good, man. And then,
It'd be like Cat Williams on ATL. I'll go in that bedroom. There's an alligator in there. What?
snakes
But
and I mean, I am so good, bro.
same. Tampa going to take on New Orleans in the dome.
Hmm.
This is one of those things. I'd probably go with the home team either way. This time it happens to be the Saints. Uh, Disappoint, man. Disappoint. They. I didn't even check Derek Carr's status. Um,
He's out.
but
Starting with Spencer Rattler.
I might have changed my pick. Nah, the dome is one of those places this teams get energy from. The Saints get this weird energy when it feels like everything is against them and the chips are down. They come up with miraculous home wins. I'll never forget the first game in that dome after Katrina. Like Atlanta was hot, and it was Atlanta. They was rolled. You had Matt Ryan and who like it was those Falcons. They was and boy, the Saints smacked the shit out of the Falcons. So
Voodoo.
coming off a heartbreak from last week, I got the Saints rallying at home, man. And get behind the young fella. They can get it done. Sorry, Baker.
Hey, I feel it. But I think Buccaneers gonna go in there with something to prove. Hey man, they gonna be doing this for
Fair,
all the Floridians that dealing with this hurricane. And of
fair.
course they got up out of there quick so they can get prepared for this game. And I haven't heard anything. I don't know if any of these of the players got to deal with damage of their homes. Not sure. Haven't heard
Yeah.
any. But uh, you know, uh, I mean, we've seen it before. Sometimes you tend to play better when you start playing for the team after dealing with some type of catastrophic situation. So uh,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with the Buccaneers on this one. And then as we get to the next game, we got Jalen Hurts uh, and the Eagles playing host to your squad, your Cleveland Browns. I see you smartened up and start picking the other way.
I'm not picking them again for the rest of the season.
Hey, I will say this though. I will say this: if Philly loses to Cleveland, coming off a bye,
Everybody's fired.
what?
Saquon, we need that contract back. Jalen, give me your money.
Hey,
Hey,
Sirianni, go ahead.
yeah, you gone.
Don't even. You know what? Don't pack it up. We'll send it to you. Everything in your office, we'll put it in a box. We'll mail it to you. Just give us an address to send it to, because you got to go. Yeah. You talking about really looking at the Eagles different? Lose this game coming off a bye. But I'm going Eagles though.
Yeah. Same. I'm taking the Eagles. We're just a bad football team. We can't block anybody. We can't stop the run game. Our DBs, the communication in the secondary is lacking. Amari Cooper is off to the worst start of any season in his career. Deshaun Watson forgot how to play quarterback. Like, it's how do we have a coach that is a 2-time coach of the year and we're playing like this? And Mike Tomlin's never won coach of the year. Think about that. Mike Tomlin has never won coach of the year, has never had a losing season in his life. Yeah, we're just an absolutely horrible football team in all phases. The only shining light that I can think of this week is one of our promising rookies is making his debut this weekend. The only thing I can hope for is that the veterans spoke so highly of him in training camp. Hopefully he can come out and light a fire up under their ass. We need somebody on that defensive line other than Myles Garrett to make a play. Like, if he can spark something on that D line, and these vets can follow, grateful. Maybe Deshaun and Njoku can get some kind of connection going, but other than that, like, we're giving up almost 200 rushing yards a game.
Oh,
yeah, like, teams are just picking what they want to do in the playbook and just doing it. Hey, let's see if this works. Dude, Daniel Jones looked like Joe Montana against us. Malik Neighbors looked like Jerry Rice. It's Jaden Daniels did look like Lamar Jackson against us last week. Like, so yeah, we need a miracle. We need a miracle, and I gotta be fair to my own guys. I've said it about Jacksonville, and other teams. We lose this game, our season is over. And I'm like 95% certain that we're gonna lose this game. So, yeah, we're playing for next year already. And I got the plan. I got the perfect plan. Hey, finish it out. I'm sorry. We're gonna have to eat that contract like Denver did Russell's contract. Sorry. But Sean's gotta go. I'd love to have this man finish his career, but I'm sorry, he's not gonna sit around and lose football games. Trade Myles Garrett, get some extra picks. I got to trade Denzel Ward, get some extra picks. I'm.
Oh, you full rebuild, bro.
Yeah, but it's the quickest way. Though with our, let's say, and this is one thing, the only thing that sucks about being a Browns fan, like, because watching all these other teams, like watching what the Commanders are doing right now. Okay, the Commanders had the second pick in the draft. We have never, ever had the number one pick when that guy was in the draft. You know what I mean? We always get the guessing game quarterback. Like, when Andrew Luck, the can't miss prospect coming out, we had the number 3 pick. Because that season we beat the Colts in the regular season. If we would have lost that game, we would have had the number 1 pick. Colts would have had the 3rd pick. But no, we luck up and beat the Colts, no pun intended, and miss out on Andrew Luck. Yeah, we couldn't even get in position to get RG3, who would have been the next best bet. When, lo and behold, who knew that our scouting department sucked? We could have got Russell Wilson, our problems would have been solved. But that's neither here nor there. When Trevor Lawrence, can't miss kid. Nope. We get the guessing game quarterbacks. We get the draft with, man, there's no clear-cut number 1. Right, is it Deshaun? Is it Mahomes? It was because people forget. You hate all you want. Remember, Patrick Mahomes was not the number one pick in the draft. Deshaun Watson was not a top 10 pick. It was Mr. Trubisky, Mr. Out of Nowhere. And nobody was sold on who the number one guy was. So we missed out. But the can't miss prospect was Myles Garrett. We got him and we got that right. But we've never had a top draft pick when that guy was in the draft to take this quarterback. Never. And like even this year, like look, we're terrible this year, and there's not that guy in the draft. Like it's like we just can't win for losing. We are about to go potentially 2-15. And who do we take? Quinn Ewers? Did we take Milroe? Did we take Shador? There's no clear cut guy. But guess what? Next year, Arch Manning might be coming out, and it will be just good enough to have the fourth pick. And nobody's trading the pick for a Manning at quarterback. Nobody's trading that pick. You get fired if you trade that pick.
Yeah, you might as well pack your bags while you make that trade.
Yeah, so the best we can hope for is to turn it around, maybe sign a veteran QB, but still, if we're in position to get one of the top QBs in the draft next year, you have to take them. But yeah, trade Myles Garrett, get some extra picks, get some pieces around him. Do not draft a wide receiver or a cornerback who runs anything over a 4.39. I've been on this soapbox for 3 years saying this. Don't draft anybody who runs over a 4.39 that plays wide receiver or cornerback. Like, stop doing that. Like, technique is one thing, but great technique will never make up for recovery speed. Look at the play the corner from San Fran made tonight. DK Metcalf runs a 4.37 40. And that corner cut. You see the recovery speed he had to get that pick? He was behind DK. Broke in front of him to get that pick. Technique will not make recovery speed. I'll take recovery speed every time. Hey, you might mess up, but guess what? You can make up for it by getting back into place. Like like we got to do it, man. And I hate to go on the Browns rant from our picks, but yeah, it's bad. Anywho, the Eagles are gonna blow us out of the building.
Get that ass whoop.
Yeah. We got the Colts going down Tennessee, take on the Titans division game. Flacco Mania has hit Indianapolis. I got the Colts going in on the road, man. The Colts are another weird team. They're kind of like the Cardinals, but it's not even their fault. It's just because their GM messed up as well and took the wrong quarterback. So they're paying the price for him taking the wrong quarterback and him getting hurt. You lost the Jaguars. They make up for it by beating the Titans. Flacco gets it done. What Jacksonville did last week, they will not do again for the rest of the season. But Trevor almost had 400 yards. 400 yards passing. He played the game of it like it just won't happen again. So I think it was an anomaly. Colts won't play that poorly again. I got him getting a dub.
Man, I gotta start selling my Colts stock. I thought they were going to be a better, bro, and they just been playing with my emotions. So I'm off of them until they show.
Emotions, Smokey.
Yeah, they've been playing with my emotions. I'm off of them until they show me otherwise. And this is going against the Titans. The Titans got to do something. Will Levis got to show something that he needs to stay as the starting quarterback.
Yeah.
I mean, he got to start doing something because he has not played well at all. And you might as well go against a team like the Colts who, one, haven't lived up to their potential. Two, starting to get banged up on both sides of the football pretty heavily. And you got to take advantage of this. So this, to me, this is a statement game from Will Levis. If he doesn't go out and perform well, I think you start questioning whether you got the right guy at quarterback. I think you got to start doing that because so far he hasn't shown nothing, not a damn thing. That's for me at
Yeah.
least. I haven't seen nothing, so I'm going with Titans, hoping that he shows something. But next matchup, we got the AFC West going at it. You got you know uh, in Harbaugh's team, uh, Jim Harbaugh in the Los Angeles Chargers, the Los Angeles Wolverines going against the uh, Denver Broncos. No, we'll see what happens in this matchup, man. But I'm leaning towards Denver. Got them in my top 10 because that defense is playing smothering, uh, and then that's just where I'm at on that one for sure. Uh, it's crazy how you get Justin Herbert and turn him into a turnaround and hand the ball off quarterback. That's crazy. But here we are. Jim Harbaugh for you. But no, give me Denver in this one.
Uh, yeah. I mean, the Broncos. That's a tough place to play. They said that they're the Broncos are who we thought the Cardinals were.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're that scrappy team, and I mean the worst thing about it is they've only played 2 games at home, so they've been
Yeah.
doing this on the road, and now they're finally at home. Uh, and Mile High is one of those places. It's one of those stadiums tough to go into and get a W. Even tougher if you're not a great football team, which the Chargers are not. Um, so,
Rely, Corey.
shout out Corey. Yeah, give me the Broncos at home to go in there and get one. And I hate saying that. I hate saying the Broncos win anything. I probably
You.
hate the Broncos more than any team
I hate those sons of
in the
big.
NFL.
I hate every team in my division. I hate them
But
all.
yeah, it's even more because I hate Sean Payton. I hate Sean Payton more than I
Absolutely.
hate the Broncos. So combine the two, it just
Sean Payton, raggedy piece of.
yeah. And this trash ass Disney movie. Get out of here, man. Made a movie about this dude. Whose idea was this?
Hey, that's crazy, bro. I keep forgetting they
Oh
make
man.
trash ass movies about
Steelers
it.
Raiders is one game I look forward to every season when it happens. Okay, I mean we're about to talk about it.
Yeah.
Steelers coming out here to Vegas. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go see if I can meet up with the boy Minka Fitzpatrick,
Mm.
my favorite user player on Madden. Nah, but yeah, they'll be out here tailgating and be great. I should go down there in my Browns jersey just cause start a big fight. I ain't got
Nah,
nothing else better to do. The Browns gonna get stomped out, so.
nah, they might gonna beat you up with no bounds jersey on. They like, bro, I feel sorry for
No,
you.
I'm saying I can start a fight between the Raiders and Steelers fans. Get them. But I like the Steelers, man. Steelers coming off a disappointing last week against the Cowboys. Tough game. It was a great game. It was a good game. That game, yeah, good. I like games like that. Defensive, close, just tough to make a play. But real players make plays when they need to. Um, Vegas just ain't it this year. The quarterback situation is all jacked up. Got turmoil in the locker room. What's going on with Devontae? We ain't talked about that yet. I mean, we did last week, but yeah, Vegas, they got a lot going on. The Aces just got eliminated, and we blaming Mark Davis. Mark Davis, is your fault. You gave a two-time defending championship team the colors of your sorry ass football team. Why? Why? These women won 2 championships in a row. They don't need Raiders colors. The Raiders need their colors. How about
Yeah,
that? How about changing the Raiders colors to match the Aces? You gave them that sorry ass black and silver, and now they out the playoffs too. Freaking
that's
Mark
crazy.
Davis, man.
That's crazy.
Swear, man, rich people don't know how to act. But yeah, I like the Steelers to come in here and get the dub. TJ will respond. That defense will respond. Uh, Vegas is really having a hard time playing against anybody who's not Cleveland. So That's basically what it comes down to.
Hey, yo, that's crazy, dog. You said they can't play against nobody not named Cleveland. Hell, they struggle with
It's, I'm,
Cam. Lost to them. So you got a point. Shit. Damn. You on to something, bro.
tell you, man, we are that bad.
No. Shout out to my homie T Harvey. That's her. She's a Steelers fan. Her pops is a Raiders fan, so I'm pretty sure
Okay.
that has a very sentimental, little thing to what's going on in that situation. But hey, man, Raiders are just they are one of the worst poorly ran franchises. We're going to talk about between the Jets and the Raiders, as in who runs the franchise the worst. It's almost damn near neck and neck on tile. Who sucks the worst at running the NFL franchise? Crazy, bro. It absolutely is crazy. But give me Steelers in this one. It's going to be real loud in that dome. Steelers Nation is going to be heavy in that bitch, and they are going to represent. So give me Steelers on this one for sure.
Yeah. The Legion is just like SoFi. The Raiders have no home field advantage.
Yeah, there's no home field advantage, man. That shit's gone, bro. Which leads to the next matchup, Atlanta, Carolina. Let's not waste our time or effort. We're both going to Atlanta, and it's for obvious fucking reason. Go ahead, sir. Anything you want to add to it? I'm not wasting my time on that.
Nah, I think you hit it on the head, man. Atlanta, Carolina. Atlanta's clearly the better team. Carolina, we know what they got on. They should be in tank mode. But yeah, go Falcons. that was for you, Ron. Go Falcons, man. Yeah. I don't know, but I guess to talk about the game, we can address. He said they're gonna win the South. It's gonna be interesting. That's gonna be one of the most. That would probably be the most interesting division race to watch. Falcons, Buccaneers, and Saints. I think the Saints will get right back in it. I think it'd be the same as last year. It'd probably come down to the last week of the season.
Saints.
Yeah. If you look ahead, like have we done? Did we do the? Who am I thinking about? Falcons. Yeah, we did the Falcons game already. Oh no, we own it right now. I am tripping. But so we do our 6-week look ahead. After this game, they got Seattle, Tampa, Dallas, Saints, Broncos in Denver. It's not. I mean, it's tough games. You got how many? 1, 2. So you got 3 on the road, 3 at home. At Tampa, in the Jerry's World, into the Dome. Like I say, Denver, that's tricky because that's one of those places, tough places to play. Seattle, can they rebound? Can they get their junk together? It's tough. Like, they could easily go 3-3. They could go 6-0 in that stretch, really. So it's hard to call for the Falcons. In that same stretch, the Buccaneers, they're looking at obviously Saints, Ravens, Falcons, Chiefs. They're a little schedule wise. I probably get the edge to the Falcons. They could come out in the next 6 weeks if the Falcons come out with like a 1-2 game lead. I'd agree with Big Ron. They could probably close it out. But I think the next month and a half is going to determine that.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not going to dismiss it, Ron. But the next month and a half will tell the tale of that division.
Yeah, I would say they're in the driver's seat. They control that destiny on that situation.
Yeah.
And it helps that the Falcons are starting to get that offense rolling, and it helps when you get to play.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. The New Orleans Saints have entered the chat. If the Saints can get decent quarterback play, Bro, they got the Broncos, the Chargers, the Panthers, the Falcons, and the Browns.
Favorable schedule.
If they get decent quarterback play, they more than right back in it.
Well, I'm not counting them.
But
It's
Ron, I'm kicking you out the chat.
Here's the thing with the Saints, and so you didn't have Jekyll and Hyde with Derek Carr.
Right.
You got two good games, you got two bad games, and then the last game against the Chiefs, he had some plays that was just boneheaded, and then he had some good throws. So it was like, I can't have the up and down with him. Like, you need that consistent, play from him, and now that he's going to be out for the next 2-3 possible games, like you said, I mean, who knows what you're going to get with Spencer Rattler? I have no idea, but it all comes down to that whole position as a whole, as quarterback, is just finding consistency and good play. Whoever's back there, so
they are wild.
Yeah, man. No surprise, But yeah, man. I think who we got next? Dallas in Detroit.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead. You kick it off, my brother.
Oh, so yeah, this probably end up being the game of the week.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, probably tied between this and the Commanders and Ravens. Probably being one of those two games of the week. Like I said, man, the Lions are rolling. They arguably, obviously the Vikings are undefeated, but the Lions are arguably the best team in the NFC. The Cowboys feeling good about themselves, especially getting that victory in Pittsburgh last week with Dak, the most scrutinized quarterback in the NFL. So usually quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys. And for him to lead them on that drive, that was huge. I know it was huge for his confidence and his psyche. My biggest thing is to beat the Lions. I think the Cowboys would have to run the ball, and they just don't run the ball good enough, which is going to put all the pressure on Dak.
Yep.
Can he not make a mistake? Because that's the only difference the difference between the Cowboys and the Lions. Jared Goff can make a mistake and have the confidence his defense can make up for it. I don't feel the same way about Dak. Like, he can't make a mistake. He has to play mistake-free football because, again, they have no run games. You can't run it, and that defense. I trust Detroit a little bit more, and I damn sure trust Detroit's coach more than McCarthy. So I got the Lions going in there, getting a dub in Jerry's world.
Not only do I got the Lions getting a dub, I think it's going to be by big points. I think the Lions are going to do. The Lions are going to do what the Steelers failed to do last week, and that's take advantage of all these injuries on defense.
Mm-hmm.
I trust Jared Goff a lot more than I do Justin Fields. So I think Lions are going to win big on this one for sure.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I got drunk during my WWE auspices.
That's wild. As we get to the Sunday night matchup, I don't know what's the flex rules on why we got to suffer through this.
At least it ain't Thursday.
Oh, thank goodness it ain't Thursday. But here it is: Cincinnati Bengals, New York Giants. Man, this is going to be a snooze fest. This is dreadful. But give me the Bengals because they need it more, obviously, than the Giants do.
Yeah, this is 100% on board. Co-sign everything you said. It's their chance to get back in the race for the division. I mean, not for winning the division, but get back in the playoff race. Uh, it will put them at 2-4, and like the Bengals have been here before. If
Mm-hmm.
there's anybody who can recover from this bad of a start and potentially make a run to get into the playoffs, it's the Bengals. So yeah, agree with you 100%. NFL, yeah, we need to adjust the flex rules. Get that thing started like from week 1, not like week 13.
Oh, for real.
'Cause yeah,
Oh,
you could have flexed the Cowboys Lion game in the Sunday night, bro. Y'all could have did that. You
oh,
know.
watch Baltimore. Give us something. Don't give us
Yeah,
this, bro. This,
exactly.
come on, man.
You know what I'm
Y'all,
saying, for real. We
y'all,
we
y'all
deserve we deserve better, NFL.
a lot better. It's some bullshit, dog.
Let's close it out, man. Buffalo Jets. I got Buffalo winning, but I am interested to see. Obviously, Robert Saleh just got fired. Interested to see what this does to the team. Are they going to be motivated? Are they going to rally behind interim coach? Are they going to rally behind Aaron Rodgers? Because essentially, that's what it came down to: Aaron Rodgers or Robert Saleh. And in most cases, the teams usually chooses the player over the coach. Are they going to rally behind him, or is the turmoil worse than we think it is? Just remember, Aaron Rodgers had the situation going on in the off preseason with Garrett Wilson. So it wasn't just not just the coaching staff. He could be rubbing some players the wrong way, and we all know what his reputation was in Green Bay of not really being this. Aaron Rodgers is an asshole. Like, that's the stick on him. He's an asshole. So, yeah, my thing is, will the team rally around him, or is he the problem and the team chose the wrong guy to back?
Mm. Hey man, it's funny that they Jeff Ulbrich turns himself into he gets the interim uh, tag as a coach, and the
Mm-hmm.
first thing he does is he gives the play calling duties to somebody else. Huh. Imagine that. Mm.
I mean, he's
Maybe.
a defensive guy.
Oh well, yeah. Well, he stuck up for his defensive coach and was like, "I ain't stupid. I'm not going to lead this offense in the hands of and think you can't hack it as a coach." You know, I mean, hey, what
Yeah.
team? Well, first of all, what team literally hires a guy that gets fired 13, 14 games in his rookie season as a head coach because of lack of offense, and you bring him in to be your offensive coordinator? How much sense does that make?
The Cleveland Browns,
My goodness.
to see who our offensive coordinator is, who just happened to get fired last season because the offense of that team was struggling.
Like, well, I mean, bad franchises do bad franchise shit, bro. I mean, you know, you've seen this before. You've seen bad franchise ran, and you've seen it before. I mean, you're not shocked that they made that move. So, I mean, look at the Jets; they are perennial losers. So, I'm shocked that they made that move. But it's stupid. But give me the Bills. The Jets need to win this game because you gotta kill some of this noise. You gotta kill some of
Yeah.
this talk chatter. I don't think you're going to be able to do it. But Bills need to man. The last two that they just had, man. Yeah, they got to find a way too. Um,
Mm-hmm.
but I trust Josh Allen a lot more than I do Aaron Rodgers right now. So.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Here's the question, though. As it stands right now, which trade was worse? The Jets trade for Aaron Rodgers or the Browns trade for Deshaun Watson?
Ooh, which one was worse? Hmm. Oh no, it was definitely the Deshaun Watson one. You only because you traded so much
Mm-hmm.
and then you literally paid him. Oh my gosh. and you put yourself in a contract that is damn near un like
Oh, it's
it's
untradeable. Yeah, yeah.
not only untradeable, it's you're in a situation where you absolutely can't get rid of that contract. You can't cut them because you
Yeah.
that's too dead cap to eat. You can't trade them because nobody's trading for what you see on the TV screen. Uh, you know, there's just too much. That is just absolutely like my goodness. Multiple first rounds.
Yeah.
231 guaranteed. Sight
Yeah.
unseen. Sight unseen. That's the kicker.
But I mean, you knew who Deshaun Watson was at the
No,
time.
come on, Bobby. We didn't know what Deshaun Post, 20,000 civil suit sexual allegation Deshaun would look like.
But he's
You,
still
you,
coming off a 5,000-yard season, 30
but
touchdowns, 7 interceptions.
he sat down for almost 2 years. He almost sat down for literally 2 years without playing
That
football.
no, that was but I mean the trade it was only that season. Remember
Yes, I
because he couldn't be traded because I think that's the mistake they made. If there was a mistake to be made in that trade, I think that is a mistake. We should have traded for him a year early. That way he would have been suspended that season.
as a Brown.
Right. But he would have been suspended a year earlier and he wouldn't have had such a huge layoff. The mistake was letting him sit out the year because with him sitting out, they never did anything with. They didn't have to punish him because basically he was punishing himself.
Thinking that
But
he was,
if
yeah,
right,
I,
if we would have made the trade and been like, okay, he was traded, he's about to play, then the league would have had been forced to step in and everything would have been done a year prior to.
mm,
So if there's a mistake to be made for that trade, I think that was it, not necessarily trading
timing
for
of
himself. Yeah.
it's just, yeah, I feel you. Yeah,
I got to go with Aaron Rodgers only because hey, Kevin Stefanski still got a job, bro. Robert Sala, your stupid ass, and let this dude get you fired. You let him come in. He picked the offensive coordinator. He brought sorry ass Alan Lazard with him. Y'all let this dude put the roster together, and
mm.
your ass got fired. Yeah, uh, yeah, that's the worst to me. I don't know what you do. You ain't about to get me fired, cuz. And not only that, hey, at least
Hey,
Deshaun Watson has played an entire season as a Cleveland Brown. He's played 17 games now. Where are we on game 3 for? Or yeah, was this game 5 for Aaron Rodgers? So he ain't
mm,
even played the whole season yet.
mm. Damn, you got a point. uh, yeah,
And did I
yeah,
mention you got fired?
yeah. You lost your job, cuz.
You get cussed out by your wife because you let Aaron Rodgers run you out of town.
mm, mm-mm. Hey, the crazy thing is, the motherfucker had the nerves to sit here and say, man, I love Robert Salah. I had no idea. I was shell shocked. That he got fired. Motherfucker, if you gonna lie, like be creative with this shit, like you lying like hell, dog. Like what are you talking about? Yeah, Woody Johnson called me a few hours before this situation. I had no idea. Okay, you really think we stupid as shit? You really think we dumb? You had no idea.
Right. You know what image I have in my head? I have the image of Eddie King Jr. The 5 heartbeats sitting in the hotel room, high and drunk. Everybody knows.
Sometimes I wish that Wayne Johnson would. Ah.
Everybody knows it wasn't no accident.
Come on, fam. You think we stupid, dog?
Yeah. Aaron Rod, man, that boy be on that ayahuasca though, so.
Bruh. Heavy, dog. Heavy. Because that's only some shit that will can only think that we don't believe that. Come on, bruh. You really
I'm
think?
saying, here's another thing. Why don't Aaron Rodgers get drug tested more frequently?
Hey, man.
This man is openly taking this substance every year. Who knows what else he's taking?
And
Josh Gordon.
He's sniffing.
Right. Josh Gordon failed one weed for smoking weed, and he got tested for the rest of his career. If you fail a weed test, they're going to test you for the rest of your life. Aaron Rodgers needs to be in the fucking program.
Brad, don't he?
I'm gonna write a letter to the NFL. Matter of fact, I'm gonna have my wife do it. She's white. She could be like, I'm a white woman in America, and I demand to know. I demand to know why Aaron Rodgers.
Hey, yo, this dude.
Cut it out. This is not the Audible Sports Podcast. This is the Thursday night show. We are a family program. Let's keep it all right, man. Pretty much we named the featured games of the week: Cowboys and Lions and Commanders, Baltimore. 2 studs, 1 dud.
Oh yeah, no. Kirk Cousins about to have a career game. He got them Panthers, dog. Hey, I made sure to pick up Kirk Cousins in one of my leagues. I was like, "Oh, he playing the Panthers? Let me get Kirk Cousins over real quick."
Tell me why you made me think of a pimp named Slipback. Kirk Cousins, you are in rare form.
Oh, in rare form. Oh yeah. Nah, that's one stud for sure. And I'm gonna go back to Atlanta. Another stud is Bijan Robinson. Saw how DeAndre Swift was starting to get things cooking last week against them boys against Carolina. Hey, I'm expecting a Bijan and a Kirk Cousins type of game against Carolina for sure. Let them get off and do their thing. Here's my dud. It's going to shock you guys, but it shouldn't. Look at the matchup. Jaden Daniels might be a dud this week going against that Baltimore defense. I love what the kid's been doing. He's been looking good. Yes, he's looking poised. Hey man, that Baltimore team a different animal, dog. They some JYDs over there, dog. So they gonna be like you said. I think you harped on it a couple of times, and I agree with it 100%. You keep talking about Jaden this, Jaden that, and just keep talking and talking. All right, I'm gonna give y'all something to talk about then. I'm gonna give you something to talk about. So expect that Baltimore defense to put a smacking on Jaden Daniels and that Commanders offense. So that's unfortunately, as much as I like the kid, he's my dud this week.
All right. For me, one stud. I'm gonna go. I hate to do it, but you have to. I'm gonna go Saquon Barkley. Saquon Barkley going against Browns. Obviously, he's gonna get it done on the ground, but he's one of the best receiving backs in the league. Without Christian McCaffrey being down, really the spotlights have been on him as potentially being the best back in the league. The Eagles themselves, as a team, just haven't lived up to expectations. That's kind of taken away from it. But good thing for him, he is facing the Cleveland Browns on the road. And we all know that as good as our defense was last year, they didn't travel very well. I think that holds true this week. So I know Barkley's a must start in most leagues. You really want to start him against that Browns defense. Another one, I'm gonna go with. Actually, I'm gonna go to surprise him. Look, I'm gonna take your boy from your game. Give me Amon-Ra St. Brown. I think he'll have a huge game against the Cowboys. They like to motion, using them in the slide, move them around. I think that'll be a problem for Dallas's defense. So yeah, I look for Amon Ra plus 100 yards in the touchdown. So Dud. So go with the. Nah, I ain't gonna go with the young. That's too easy. I'm not gonna go with the younger. That's too easy. Dud, give me, give me, yeah, give me Will Levis.
Mm.
I think he read like he's got it's time for him to shit get off the pot. I just don't think it's gonna happen this week. Uh, Indy's defense ain't that great, but Joe Flacco like has this effect. Man, I saw it up close person last season. He's gonna get those boys right. They coming off a tough loss. They going on the road. Joe's gonna do what he does, and they're not gonna let him fall short two times in a row. So Will Levis looking to have a bad game against the Colts defense. Look for a couple of picks, maybe one back to the house. That's all. Yeah, that's mine. All right, man. That's yeah. We've been running our mouths long enough. What you got for the folks when we get out of here?
Hey man, y'all know what it is. Y'all bring y'all little asses on back tomorrow. You hear me? Come on back. Audible Podcast, where you'll definitely see Bobby turn up for real, for real. He at night, but he'd turn up on Friday. So y'all come on back now. You're here on Friday nights with Audible Podcast. Welcome, my Bobby G, as we turn up on Friday nights. And most importantly, take care of yourselves. Take care of each other.
Absolutely. And y'all know what it is, man. Before we get out of here, do me one favor. Follow the directions on your screen. Go ahead and hit that like button if you haven't already. Subscribe if you're new. Turn your notifications on so you know the next time that we are here. And you can... that's with Audible. Well, you can be heard either way. It was every every Thursday. I'm tripping. Again, every Thursday after the game. So there you go, Corey. Don't forget, every Thursday we are live after Thursday Night Football. So get off of WWE. Turn that off. Tune in. Talk some football with us. We will make sure that we put Ron on punishment. So because we don't need any. Hey, Diddy got that side covered. We don't need those problems in our chat room.
Yo.
Keep those problems in New York.
Hey, bro.
You don't need them creeping on to anything Audible or Audible adjacent. But no, I know what it is. I appreciate it. I appreciate everybody in the chat. Jabron, Ron, Corey. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. And hey, check us out tomorrow, 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific, for the Audible Sports Podcast. Let me chill out for Ohio State Susan. You know they trademarked that word.
What, the?
Yes.
Wait, you talking about a word that's in every... man.
Yes, they've trademarked it as like a like you can't sell any like gear. Like if we used to sell T-shirts that said the Audible Sports Podcast, they could probably sue us.
That's the craziest shit I've ever heard, bro.
Yeah, they actually sell shirts that just say the in like Ohio State colors. It's crazy, but you want to hear us. Tune in tomorrow for the Audible Sports Podcast, where sports meets life and culture.
We climbing up.
For Bobby G and Wildcard Mar, hey, we out, man.